I can share. I had an engagement with a middle management leadership group, and we were really focusing on these soft skills. And when we entered into the commitment and I started working with all these leaders, I didn't see a lot of buy in. I saw a lot of managers like, okay, we're going to go through this and kind of just tick the boxes. And when we started this engagement, I got feedback from all the subordinates of these leaders. And it was very clear there was a lack of awareness, lack of emotional intelligence. And through working on these skills, it was amazing to see the turnaround. They had a pretty high turnover rate, very low retention when we started working together. At the end of our engagement, turnover rate had been cut by 50%, retention had gone through the roof, and engagement scores were huge. We saw managers come to their job with a lot more thoughtfulness. They started making boundaries, they communicated their needs to their team, they got curious with their team as to find out their needs and how they can support best. They gave development, the keys and the driving ability of development to their team. They worked with their team, establishing that trust through vulnerability to really fully up level the culture. When I started working with them, the culture, if I had to give it a rating, it would have been a C rating. People were okay there. They weren't reporting out that they felt safe, taken care of, acknowledged, or validated. At the end of our engagement, all of them reported an uptick on those four fronts. Having thoughtfulness, awareness, and intention as a leader or as an entry-level employee only helps our ROI and our bottom line. And so that engagement was really fun because out of all five of those individuals, they all came to me at the end and said, I did not think we were going to get anything from this. I thought this was going to be one of those, okay, whatever, we'll do it because HR said. And they felt like they got so much value out of these courses because they just weren't thoughtful. They showed up every day focusing on their to-do list. They didn't show up every day focusing on how they were going to do this mentally or emotionally. And so once they connected those dots, they weren't feeling reactive. They felt they had a lot more control and were being proactive throughout the day. And I think that's the biggest switch is if we can stop being reactive and just reacting to whatever's in front of us and start being proactive as to how we want to react, what we need, and how can we manage this so that we get everybody's needs met. I think that's when you see people start having fun when they come to work. We're seeing healthy accountability, which is really fun to come to work and have that team environment where you all feel like everybody else has each other's backs and we're going to be honest with each other and hold each other accountable to reach these goals.